My name is Richard MacEwen. My highest rank was lieutenant, but I achieved that after I left the active Navy and spent 2 years in the reserve. And then when I graduated, I had an instructor who was a pilot, and he talked me into applying for an aircraft carrier. So that was easy because not too many people wanted to be an aircraft carrier if they were not flyers. Anyway, he was convincing, and so I was assigned to the USS Forrestal. When I reported on board, it was in the dry dock in Portsmouth, Virginia. Well, pretty big ship. You know, it was bigger than the Iowa. I think it probably had the same, pretty much the same weight, because the armament on the Forrestal was not, you know, anything near what it would be on the battleship. I was assigned to the engineering department because I studied civil engineering when I was at university, and because I studied civil engineering, I didn't have to take the naval engineering course, which was a big mistake because when I got on board, I knew less about the machinery on a ship than my classmates did who had taken the naval engineering course back in college. But anyway, I was able to figure it out eventually, and I started out as the assistant repair officer, and then later took over as a division officer, auxiliaries, which was really a great position. I would say that was the most challenging position I had while I was in the Navy. At that time, I think the division had 150 men in it, and you know, the most people I ever bossed after I got out of the Navy was 5. So that was quite an experience, quite a responsibility. But I guess shortly after the ship got out of the yard, we left for the Mediterranean for my first Mediterranean cruise. Spent 6 months there, another month coming back and forth. First of all, you were assigned to a particular damage control locker that had all this equipment that you would need if there was a fire, for instance, or if there was a leak in the bulkhead and you had to patch it up. But you also had a chief there that was prepared and shared the locker with you, and that was kind of your battle station. But then the men that were under your command on that were stationed throughout your responsible area. So, you know, fortunately we never had to do anything. And one of the problems I had is that all the cooks were assigned to my locker, and the wardroom was close by, and had trouble keeping control of them because during battle stations or general quarters, they all went to the wardroom and hung out there, so it was hard to find them. Anyway, we were lucky that we never really were tested, but we did have inspections of the ship. I can't remember what they called them. Readiness inspections, where another ship would send a party over and test your ship and if you did well, the ship was given an E for excellence. And I remember one time they did actually have tests, and I remember one time when I was still in the repair division, one of our main responsibilities was to know everything about firefighting. And so they appointed a crew from the R division, and gave them, said, here's a fire, show us what you do. So the first thing was to put on the air breathing device. Well, I guess the test failed right then because the leader of the fire crew forgot to turn it on and he passed out. So we didn't get a very good grade on that particular exercise. But I got a kick out of how the ship described the results of any of those evaluations. It was a high outstanding, medium outstanding, or low outstanding. Everything was outstanding. So I always got a laugh out of that. I'm sure that was not the truth, but